Greetings and salutations, you amazing hackers. It's your boy, the humble hacker from Chi-Town, Shy Ronin, back from a long break with another video. And today we will be going over some of these new rooms that OSPG put out, starting with DC-1. Sorry, it's been a while. Just had to deal with a lot of stress and anxiety, panic attacks like a mofo, but I'm getting back on track and stuff now. Miss doing these videos for the people who like him and stuff. Yeah, if just feel free to click the like button and like and subscribe, and drop a comment. Let me know what you guys think, like interacting with you guys and everything like that. So all right, let's get this party started and see what this room is all about here. So let's grab our IP address that we have, which is this one right here. Okay. Alright, so let's go with just a regular nmap CSV dash O A DC-1 with our IP address. Now, since I already ran it, let's see what we have here. Let's stretch this out. Okay, so looks like we have 1, 2, 3 ports open, and per my Foothold methodology that I did update, let me go up to here with that before we start. Okay, just give you guys a little bit of like a heads up here. I created a few Foothold methodologies for Linux and Windows systems. So if you're hacking on a target here, I put together a small walkthrough as far as my mental process whenever I'm going through a room, and these are the steps that I follow in my head as I'm going down to where going from the start all the way down to privilege escalation here. So this is from every machine that I would every lab that I would hack, and I would see certain patterns, and just putting these patterns down here helps me streamline the process of hacking a machine like just dramatically. But yeah, definitely want to go ahead and show this to you guys from some of the main ports that we would normally see. And I need to add a small section for the unknown, or for the uncommon ports, and how to enumerate those. But as you see, we have like our recon going from port 80 all the way down to SMB. Here we have our post-exploitation steps. So hopefully that helps you guys out. Let's start the show. So we have our 3 ports that are open, but only 2 that we will focus on, which is just the port 80 and the port 111. And as I've always mentioned, like if the only time that we touch port 22 at all is if we have legit credentials to log in. If we do not have credentials to log in, we leave it alone. So until like we actually locate those, because any type of attack on SSH will not work. So don't even bother with this one. So starting on our port 80 here, we already see that this is running Drupal. So this is a Drupal site. Looks like it already did the enumeration part for us. It says that we're running Drupal 7. All right. So with Drupal 7, let's see what we can dig out from here. We got to get our IP address again. Let's copy that. Navigate to where this is, or see if we get anything from this here. I don't know if it's taking this time or what. Hold on, let's try this way. Here we go. Okay, so let me just close this. Alright, so we have our Drupal site powered by Drupal. Let's view our page source. Let's see if we could find our version. So we have version. Okay, that's not it. How about just ver? Okay. the word Drupal. Okay, so this is confirming that it is Drupal 7. Okay, and this is the path where the theme that the Drupal site's using. Do we have any other comments that help us out? No, there are not. Alright, so let's check 2 default files as a sanity check to make sure that they're there, so we can just see what the site gives us. One is, I think, security.txt is 1. Okay, so it's not there. Next up is robots.txt. So what does this give us? Okay, so we do have a listing here on what should not be shown. Okay, so we do have a parameter Q right here. Alright. So let's, now that we see this, we get a response from here. So let's see what Google has for Drupal. So 7, Drupal 7 exploit here. Let's see what we can find. Okay, we got some on GitHub. Alright. See. Okay, so here's how we use this application. So let's check that. I believe that I already have this here. Let's confirm. Okay. Okay. Okay, we have our Drupal Geddon.py. So let's go on Python 3. Drupal Geddon. Help. How do we do this here? Let's just do it on just the target. Like it says here. And just put Drupal 7 after that. Huh. The following. Okay, so this thing is saying that we need to put a listening port on here. So let's go NC to give ourselves. What the hell? Oh my god. Okay. Alright, set up our netcat listener here. Now we enter the IP address. Oh, crap. I'm logged in twice on this. Get rid of that. Okay, I did not see that. That's my bad. Hold on. Close this out. Okay. 49.117 and port 4242. Okay, we did not get an error message, so pretty much waiting right now. While we're waiting on this here, let's do a little bit more backup digging here, just to kind of see what our next options are. So here's another exploit here that we have from GitHub. And so we have this Drupal 7 cve.py file. And to use this application, okay, so it looks like that we would need login credentials first in order for us to use this, but let's see what it gives us instead. So let me take this. Okay. Okay. So now we have this new exploit here, which is this. So Python 3, Drupal 7. That's incorrect command. Where's the one at? Where the hell did it go? Oh, man. Stop. So now I gotta... Oh, crap. Restart this thing. Okay, you're connected. Start up this again. Wait for another 30. Okay, there we go. So I didn't have to wait for that long. All right. So let's go to here again. Okay. So let's just run this against just the IP and let's see what we get. Let's go back here, see if we have no, we have absolutely nothing. Okay, so Drupal 2 does not work. Alright, so let us wait for this one. So we have a Drupal 7 remote code execution CVE 2018 7600 that was made by pimps. I wonder what pimps. Probably not Bishop Don Juan because there's no green for the honey. Green for the money and gold for the honey listed up here. So let's see what we got. Alright, so we do have a response. Now let's see what this script does. Get rid of that. Just go. Let's just cat it instead. Okay. So when we use, when we're using this application, let's see what it does. So this does. The script will exploit by poisoning recover password form, triggering it to upload file via Ajax. Okay. So specify the target. We can specify a command to run. Function, okay, and add a proxy. So the command function here for what it runs is saying that the default that it will run is ID, which answers why we got this response here, because the exploit was successful, but the exploit was successful, but it just ran ID. So let's run this again and see if we could run something else, like command -C. Let's see if we can, the history, not host story. Let's see if we can get a history. No. All right. So how about ls la? No, let's just do ls because I don't trust that purple thing. All right. So here we are. We triggered ls, and this is basically saying what it has on it. Okay, we see we have a flag file right here as well. So that helps out. So so Drupal failed, meaning that there's only, hold on, let's see if there's Drupal 1 instead. Just a regular. This has another exploit there. Alright, let's look for just like a Drupal 1. Alright. Okay, this is... Okay, so this is Drupal... Okay, so this is Drupal 2. Alright, so we might run into the same issue, so let's just go to... Let's go to Metasploit and see what we could find here. Which hopefully should not take too long here. There we go. Starting the Metasploit framework console. All right, cool. So now that we're here, let's search for Drupal 7. All right. Okay, so we do have Drupal 2. Okay. So let us use Drupal 2 and see what this thing does. That's not like ours, which makes no sense, but all right, fine. All right, let's see, let's check out our options. Let's set our L host to our VPN tunnel 0. Set our remote host. Set our host's IP right there, and then we just simply run exploit. Okay, so we got a stager that was sent, and we have a session that is open. All right, so let's see if we have anything or if it's still waiting. Okay, so it's still waiting here. Because if it was a blank shell, then we would have gotten a response after entering the command ID. So now we have our interpreter shell. So let's go with running ID again. Okay, let's see what enumeration stuff we can use. Let's see, let's get UID. Okay, this is our user who we're logged in as, which is dub-data. Okay, what else can we get here? Really not anything. So let's just go straight to a shell in here. Okay. Okay, so we do have a blank shell. So the way to fix this is we use a TTY escape. To get the heck out of here. Let's go ahead and copy that. This first one is Python. These are ones I normally always use first. So we have our little shell right here. All right, so let's go with ls. And we have our flag right here. So let's cat that. Okay, so what is our response here? Every good CMS needs a config file, and so do you. Okay, so what the hell is this all about? All right. Okay, so let's look that up. Let's Google that. See what it gives us here. Okay. Settings.php file. Okay, so this is the first one, so this must be important. So let's see what we have here. Okay, let's see if I could speed read this one. In order for Drupal to work, you have to tell Drupal what database is. What the database is called, the database script to access to the database. Information is collected when you run the installer and stored and sent out a PDP file, which is located in sites/default. Okay, so let's find this. Let's find this sites/default. Okay, so we have it right here, sites. Okay, so we're in sites. All right. Default. Now what's in default are settings here. Okay, so let's go ahead and cat that. All right, cat our settings.php file. All right, so now we scroll all the way up to the top, and it should provide us with some credentials. Okay, here we go, right here. So we have a database user and a password. So let's take these and put them in our booty pocket. Now, since it's dealing with a database, what type of database is it? Let's see if we can dig out some info. Not really seeing anything out of place here. Let's see what else is had in it. Okay. Detailed instructions. Okay, or Permissions. This doesn't really say what database it uses here. Let's look just for the word database and see what it gives us here. Absolutely nothing. Anything like, okay, so obviously not that. Got that big blasting noise in my ear. Alright, so okay, let's see. Let's go back and see if we can at least see if there's what users are on the system here. So let's locate that command first. Here we go. Let's take this, put this, here, and change this to cat Etsy password. And you can hold up. Let's put this in, close this in quotes, see what that does. Mofo does die in a fire, you chitlin water heifer. Alright, let's get rid of this one down here. Oh, actually, stupid. Already logged in, so now, yeah, we can use that. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Let's run this again. But grep home to look for users. Okay, so the only user that we had that's on the system is flag 4. All right, so let's go to our root folder here. There we go. All right, I forgot which one it was. Like my brain just farted a little bit. All right, so home. Okay, we have a local.txt, which high chance I ain't gonna read that. Hold up. Let's see. Let's double check that first. Okay, it has one line. All right, so it might. So that might. That would be the key for that. I ain't gonna be showing no freaking body that. Alright, so we have this one here. So what's our next thing that we can like attempt to use? So do we have any credentials for anybody else? We just have that one. And the next port that we have that's open is RPC bind, I believe. Let's close this out. So this does look like MySQL database credentials, the one that we found from the database user and password there. And there is one command. Okay, here we go. Flag 2, brute force and this aren't the only way to gain access. And you will need access. What can you do with these credentials? Okay. Oh, okay, here we are. MySQL. So now we see that this is running MySQL. So let's connect to that by simply doing MySQL user and P. And P will be the password here. Enter our password. What? Can't locate. Oh, you flippin' moron. Not on our machine. On this machine. Alright. Okay. Enter our password, and now we're connected. Alright, so now that we're connected, we got to run a certain, like a set of commands that are on here, this MySQL, in order for us to get our information. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to run show bases, and each MySQL command that we use always ends with a semicolon. Show tables. Wait. Oh, show database. I forgot an S. My bad. I forgot to put an S in there. Show databases. There we go. There we go. Okay. So we have two databases here. We got information schema and we have DrupalDB. Now what I've seen also is we don't really need to touch this because this is our custom database for the application. So we'll put more focus on this one instead. So we're going to use, let's see, what is it? Use table, DrupalDB. Hold on. I forgot what command it is. Let's see. What do we put there? Okay, so okay, so show databases, right? And then use, I think that we do use DrupalDB, right? Okay, yeah, there we go. Okay. So we gotta show tables. Oops. I accidentally put the caps in there. Show tables. What tables do we have? Okay, so we have all these here. Alright, which are a lot. Alright, so let's see. What we have here. So let's start with users first, since that one's pretty straightforward. So we're gonna dump all the data from the users table like so. So we're gonna go select star from users semicolon. Okay, so we have two hashes here. So we have one for admin and then one for Freddy here. So let's take this. For the admin, unlikely we'll get anything from it, but we'll just start with the user first instead. So let's go okay, set this here. Now let's look up what this hash actually is, and we're going to do that by going over to Hashcat Examples. Now let's pull up the beginning of this hash and see what we can find. So let's simply look for these three symbols. Money, yes, money. Money. Alright, money, S, money. And it brings us straight down to here, Drupal 7. Alright, and the code to run it is 7900. Okay, so let's go back over to here, 7900. And for our hashcat that we're going to use, so let me go hashcat. Specify the mode, which is 7900. Specify our hashes.txt file and our rocku.txt. And now hashcat will begin cracking that particular hash there. So what do we got? Maximum path. So let's go to so all hashes found in profile, use show to display them. And there we are. Our login for the user Fred is my password. Yay! So let's see. But there is no user Fred that's here, so we can't really use it because the only other users on the system is flag 0. So let's exit this. Exit with a semicolon. All right. And let's just look for binaries instead this time. So we're gonna let's pull this up. Okay. We're going to look up files with SUID and SGID permissions on a target here. So let us see. Let's try this one. There is another one that I do have on the top of my head, but I just want to go through these first. Okay, so you found absolutely nothing, you jackhole. That's probably not going to give me anything either. So let us just use Hold on. Let's get rid of that. Let's try this next one. Find slash. Okay. Oh, wait, did we put that in there? Okay, no, we didn't. All right, cool. Okay. So this is a list of all the applications that have the special binary bits set. And now we have some that are basically standard, which are going to be these here. Let's find something that does not belong. So we have procmail. I haven't seen this one. Okay, so we have another one right here. Find. So we have find here. And I think I've seen this, but I'm not sure. So since we have this one as a good lead, we have to go and check out, say it with me everyone, get the fuck out of here, beans. Alright, so we found find. Whoops. Find. Okay, let's open it up and see what we got. So we can run a shell by simply running this here. Okay, check that. Okay, so we got a different prompt now. See, we went from $sign to £sign. And who am I? We are root. So that means that we can go to flag 4 with no problem and see what's in it. Okay, so we're already root, so this really doesn't apply to us, which is cool. And then we can easily go to root right here. Got our proof right there. Cat this bad boy out. Well done. Alright, cool. So we have just successfully rooted this box right here in record time, so 30 minutes. Awesome sauce. So thank you guys for joining me on this here. Again, don't forget to hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Stay updated on future content. I am Shah Ronan, and I am out.